So he said to me, "You ain't ever walked in my shoes, so what makes you think you don't sit there and tell me something? You wasn't there that day my boy was told he was going to spend the rest of his life in prison. And you wasn't there when my folks didn't have a pot to piss in. We was going hungry, but the food had been missing, so what makes you think that you can understand my struggle? What makes you think you're going to sit there and contemplate my hustle? And yes, I was on the block selling diamond nickel sets, but I was going to school and taking them tests that I'm not even supposed to pass, so what makes you think that you can understand my pain? I've been in these streets for so long that life and death to me sound like the same damn song. You ain't broke my rules, and you ain't paid my tolls, so what makes what you got to say to me any different?" And I listened. And then I mentioned to him how I woke up every day hoping I could overcome my fears. Because I had realized that my own shit wasn't brand new and people had been suffering far worse than I ever did. But that doesn't mean that my life was always a win-win. Though we had the pots to piss in, it was my father and not the food they hate going missing. And no, I wasn't on the block selling diamond nickel sets. You see, I was into these books and trying to speak these truths, and I was working at becoming a better man than the person I call father. Because I refused to stay where he had once left me behind, and I needed to go farther. So no, I won't begin to contemplate your hustle. But if we simply took our time and calculated our troubles, then our sums would be the same. So there's no need for me to walk in your shoes because mine are tight enough as it is. And real recognize real, and life is what it is. But please don't feed me another line of your bullshit, because everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that's either been locked up or is currently doing a bid. And for me, this wasn't my next of kin, but I swear to you that boy could have been my twin. And had it not been for God's grace and common sense, I would have been in the cell right next to his. So it doesn't matter what you go through, because somebody's already going through worse. All that matters is that you get through. So don't just do you. Nigga, do something. Help somebody, and don't let this shit right here find you. Find you. Take your mind and body and confine you within this prison industrial complex. Instead of focusing on right now, you need to be looking for what's right next, because we are so much more than our current condition. But you and I have been conditioned to leave behind our own and chase capitalistic pipe dreams. But that's why this message to you is different. Because this message to you is a teaching. The very meaning for reaching back to those places that we have already survived. See, I do this for my grandmamas and grandfathers that have struggled, bled, and died. And I would be damned if that work be done in vain. I'm ready to put battery acid directly into my veins before I let you venture into the wilderness all alone. Let me be that compass so you ain't never got to roam. See, our experiences are different, but guaranteed that pain and death are the same. So I want you to cherish these words so you don't relive the same thing. Your current condition doesn't determine your destination, because your path is not written, and your future is still waiting. So it doesn't matter what you go through. All that matters is that you get through. It doesn't matter where you come from. All that matters is where you're headed. Yeah. So all I want to ask you now, please, young man, don't just do you. But for the love of God, do something.